Good morning and welcome to St. Andrew's Church Online. To the family who are regulars and a part of our regular worshiping congregation, it's great to be together in this way. And to those of you who just happen to have found us online, we are so pleased that you have chosen to join us here this morning in worship. Life is a little bit different these days. We are now into, I think, week 7. This is our 7th Sunday that we've had to change what we're doing worship-wise, and so technically we're not live. We have pre-recorded all of the portions of our service. However, we are trying as many as possible to watch at the same time so that we still have that sense of togetherness. And so if you have joined us at 10 o'clock here, we are joined in spirit no matter where we happen to be sitting. Or if you happen to have tuned in at a different time, that's okay as well. Our God exists outside of time. And so we are one in spirit, and it is what we're supposed to be doing today, worshiping the God who calls us his own. So to everybody, welcome here. A few quick announcements for you this morning. I have my list of emails for you. So for all things Reverend Walker, Diane Walker at sainta.ca, and that's the spot for you to go for some Zoom prayer times and a Zoom Bible study. Diane Viney, our kids and youth coordinator, Diane at sainta.ca. Kathy Diamond is our office administrator, and for e-transfers and all things office, Kathy at sainta.ca. You'll be noticing a little bit of a pattern here with the sainta.ca, which is in fact our webpage, www.sainta.ca. We are also on Facebook. We have a Facebook group page for connecting as a community, and then there also is an official church page, which is sort of our landing page, our business page. So if you are looking for specific information, that's probably the best place to go. And then we also now have a YouTube presence, which is actually how you're watching us this morning. But we even have our own YouTube channel. So if you go to YouTube and look up St. Andrews, that's our YouTube channel, and it'd be great if you were to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. So the announcement loop that played at the start of the service drew your attention to some study opportunities that are happening. AFT, our Adult Faith Formation team, has put together a whole menu of things. So look for that full listing in your e-news as well as on our Facebook pages. And I'm hoping, Rick, that you'll pop that up on our webpage, but a whole bunch of ways for you to grow at a physical distance during this time. There's going to be a Mother's Day drive-by parade on Saturday, May the 9th, I think it is. We want to make sure that as many people as possible get to be on that parade route, and we don't want to miss anybody. So if you or if somebody that you know would like to be on that parade route and have a whole bunch of cars come cruising past your place, honking their horns, cheering you and saying hey to you on that Saturday, May the 9th, check in with Diane Viney. So that's the Diane at sainta.ca. And let her know, and please let her know that by Thursday so that she can get you on the route. As we carry on our ministry as a church, we do have ongoing financial needs that need to be met, and as well, giving back to God is a part of the way that we worship him. Several ways that you can do that. You can go on PAR, you can go to our church website, click the donate button there. You can e-transfer to Kathy at sainta.ca, or after church every Sunday morning, 11:30 to 12:30, you can do the drive-through offering. So please consider if you might give back to God and be a part of worship in an offering today. And if you know of somebody who is not online, who is not able to join us on YouTube, or who's not connected with Facebook, or who's not getting our emails because they just don't have that internet capacity for whatever reason that happens to be, would you please let us know that so that we can make sure that we are still connecting them with the church? This morning, even as we have our live in air quotes, broadcast. Reverend Walker is Zooming her message, and she also has some people phoning in for that. So we want to make sure that as many people as possible can be a part of this worship time together, so that we can remain, our two priorities, that we can remain connected as a community, and so that everybody has a chance to worship God. Because it is in worship that we encounter the true and the living God, and He encourages our hearts. He challenges our hearts. He works wonderful miracles in our hearts. And so we want to connect as many people as we possibly can in worship. And there are a few people who now want to connect with you in worship. They're often a part of bringing you worship on a Sunday morning if we happen to be back in our sanctuary on Morrison Street, but they have a special greeting for you this morning. So wherever you happen to be, take up a position, a posture of worship, lift your hearts to the Lord, and here are a few of our worship leaders to greet you this morning.